If you're doing Scrumban, if you're thinking about doing Scrumban, or even if you're just curious about Scrumban, you must have noticed that there's not much in the way of resources and support, not a fraction of what there is for Scrum. If you're into Scrum, you're spoiled for choice. But for Scrumban, things are a good bit more patchy. But what if we were to work together to pool our knowledge and experience? Interested? The Scrumban episodes that I've been putting out of late have gone down rather well. And it's not just the number of views that's taken me by surprise. It's the number of comments. The episode on the 6 steps from Scrum to Scrumban is one of the most commented on episode ever. What I'd expected, if I'd got any comments at all, was a backlash from the Scrum community for suggesting that we tamper with it in any way. And I did get a couple of comments along those lines, but there were as many comments from people who were curious. And at the other end of the spectrum, those of you who are already doing Scrumban and by all accounts are seeing some great success with it. And then there were those of you who thanked me for giving a name to what you were already doing. So let me get this straight. You started with Scrum, you inspected and you adapted, and you ended up with Scrumban? This is absolutely amazing to me. I thought to myself, there's something interesting going on here. I must do some more on Scrumban. And then I thought, well, we're already in the run up to Christmas. There's something else I want to do in January, so it might be February before I get around to doing anything chunky on Scrumban. And that just didn't feel right. Surely there was something that I could do right now. Do you know how many groups there are on LinkedIn dedicated to Scrumban? There aren't any, unless you count Agile and Lean Metrics, which mentions Scrumban in its description. And then there's another group that mentions Scrumban in its title, but doesn't seem to mention it anywhere else. But apart from that, there's nothing, zero. At least there wasn't until I went ahead and created LinkedIn's first, as far as I know, dedicated Scrumban group. You'll find a link to this brand new shiny group in the description below. Click that link, and when you get to this page, click the blue request to join button. If you've made it to this point in the video, then I already know that you have more than a passing interest in Scrumban. And it just so happens that more than a passing interest in Scrumban is the minimum entry requirement for this new LinkedIn group. Where will this group take us? To be honest, I have no idea. But I think it might be an interesting journey, and I would love to have you along. As I said, you'll find that link down there in the description, and I very much look forward to seeing you over there on LinkedIn. Cheers for now.